All right, y'all, we are here to mourn the loss of another creator due to their own flagrant and just outrageous uh, antics. All right, so we're talking about Anthony Fantano. He runs the channel, The Needle Drop. Basically, he does a lot of music reviews, primarily hip hop music reviews. He's made a name in the space, and somehow, some way, he managed to overcome, all right, his allegations of racism and being racist in 2016, 2017, and make it to this point right here in his career. But if you wouldn't have known, all right, I've been talking about it numerous times on my channel. When you are dealing with the state of the culture as it is right now, as far as hip hop, as far as just how charged everything is in America, not the biggest hater getting re-exposed. Yes, absolutely. He's getting re-exposed again. And he's done this time. Like, this time it actually reached critical mass and everybody's seen it. Because I didn't know about this because I wasn't like heavily following the online space. Then I wasn't even watching his videos then. Like, I only started watching his videos when I decided like, oh, I want to be a creator. And I'm just watching different people to kind of see like what different people do as far as like different things on the internet, how they react to stuff, how they blend their videos, editing style. Like, I was just taking notes. Like, I was just there like, okay, here we go. I can't believe he's made it to this point. But now you have me like agreeing with people like Asmongold, because I'm just gonna play Asmongold's clip because this is hilarious. Because he got it, he was a part of a campaign that tried to cancel Asmongold, and Asmongold's still here, but somehow he didn't got packed up. And I'm gonna also tell you the exact moment that that Fantano became vulnerable. I'm gonna tell you the exact moment.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm getting torn apart on Twitter, which is nothing new.
You deserve it. You've been participating in online hate mobs against people, virtue signaling on everybody on Twitter. You've done this to me multiple times, and now it's happening to you. And you're never going to get people that are going to dislike you to ever forget about this. There's never going to be a moment where you're going to be able to move past this. Everybody is always going to think of you as a fake fuck. It doesn't matter what you're going to say in this video. You already look like a clown, and there's nothing that you can do about it. That's it. It's over.
I hate to say it, but Asmongold is exactly right. I'm gonna watch. Okay, I'm gonna play for us. Okay, I'm gonna play for us. All right. Stop screen here. I'm gonna play for us the full video, the full apology video. But it's never gonna erase the fact that he's been online numerous times. Okay, and let me see where my live on Facebook's at. Let me see where my live is at. Okay, I'll start playing this in a second. I never really heard about his racism until now, but I don't follow. Yeah, same, bro. I wasn't really like following him that tough. Like, I just seen he would do reviews here and there. Like, so it happened in 2016 and 2017. Like, but I listen, and I have to preface this video with this. Anytime somebody can make an 8-minute compilation of you saying the most salacious and racist things, bro, you're packed. I watched an 8-minute compilation. I have it downloaded. The only way I can play it is if I edit it. It's 8 minutes of him just straight up saying N-word, hard R. Like, even if you're quoting somebody, that's not okay. You can quote them without saying the word. You see how I just did it? I said N-word, hard R. You don't have to say it. You don't have to. But he did it anyway. And I'm black, and I still censored myself. That's crazy. The only time I tapped in him when it was Drake related. Fact, but he don't like Drake at all. And you know what's funny? And since you said that, I'm gonna tell you the exact moment he became vulnerable is when he did a video and he was saying that Kendrick Lamar was being slightly hypocritical and was pointing it out. The moment he did that, the moment he did fair coverage, he lost all his protection on the internet, all of it. Because why? You now have both groups of people now having hatred in their heart for you. So now it's over with. Now all they have to do is pick the right moment and strike the right nerve. You're gone. You are on Packwatch. You're gone. You're done. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do. Both sides now carry hatred for you. And all somebody has to do is throw the right gasoline on there and then boom. You're gone. You're absolutely gone. Let me see real quick. I just want to make sure this okay, it is public. Okay. It defaults to just friends. But anyway, so we're finna watch this. We finna see him get packed up. Well, we finna see his apology video. It really don't make any sense. Like, cause the 8-minute compilation I have, 4 minutes is just him saying 4 minutes. And like, I want to say like 18 seconds of it. It's just him straight up saying the N word over and over again, the F word, you know what I'm saying? So disrespecting the LGBTQ community. Like, you can't disrespect both communities and expect to walk out unscathed. You're done. And the thing is, he's trying to like write it off as some like edgy humor or different things like that. You were on calls, letting it fly, letting it happen. People be racist, and you were just cool with it. People were sending racist what is those gifted sub messages, and you were just letting it happen. You were just letting it fly, like, oh, it's just cool. It's just the internet. Money. Well, now it's over. It's over for you. You're done. You're done. You might as well take the play button down, bro, because ain't nobody playing you no more. Kendrick stands that appeared overnight are very annoying, bro. And that's the same thing I was talking about with the Ebro vid, bro. Stan culture is bad, period. Drake stands, Kendrick stands, J. Cole stands, whoever you're a stan of, all stan culture is horrible. It's all bad. All stan culture is bad because you're committed to a person and not the culture itself. Like full-blown commit. You can have your favorites. You can have somebody that you prefer, but you have to be realistic and you got to be fair and you got to be willing to be balanced in your coverage. But anyway, let's play this video.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm getting torn apart on Twitter, which is nothing new for me personally, but the discourse seems to have reached a fever pitch that's making a lot of people concerned and angry and even thinking I'm covertly a racist, bigoted person. Now, these are the same sorts of allegations that I have fought against. And
also, I want to be clear here. Him dropping a edited video is like the worst thing you could do. It's okay to be a stan, but be rational. Don't be blindly follow. Facts, absolutely. The problem with this video is it's edited. Like it's a program response. He should have just did it raw. Like just talk to the camera and just get it all out there without any edits. And if you had to re-record it like from the start 14, 15 different times, it's better than dropping an edited video because you're not going to win. You're not going to win with this. The Fader deletes Anthony Fantano article amid settlement agreement. Yeah, because he sued him. You sued him. So yeah, they dropped the video. They dropped the article. Of course they did. But all they did was point out racist stuff you already had did on the internet. It was factual. Well, allegedly factual. Well, I have clips, so I don't know what they talked about in the video, so I'm gonna say alleged before you sue me too.
And I'm happy to do it again because I have nothing to hide and I know they're not true. I don't want to waste anyone's time, so let's just get straight into it. With Exhibit A, this clip right here, which has just been going absolutely viral, and here's my explanation for it. Early on in my YouTube career, I had some pretty lax views when it came to quoting the language of others, and my point of view was, what does it matter? It's not me saying it. I'm relaying a lyric or a sentiment or a point of view expressed by someone else. I'm even embarrassed to say that I don't think it was until like a few years ago that I actually changed and censored the text of this 2014 Death Grips review title. And as you can see in the comments of this video, there's even a lot of discourse and jokes flying around about me not saying the title. And at the time, this sort of thing left me feeling like this is more or less a moral gray area. I extended this attitude into other pieces of content I have made, like this one, where it is also clear I am quoting someone even in the tightly edited state this clip has been presented in. And the reason I'm doing so is to voice disagreement with calling people racial and homophobic slurs as a bit, which is what the original content creator I was quoting was doing. And he himself has since apologized for this whole era of his career. But I'm not getting deeper into the weeds than that because this video isn't about him. Because the fact of the matter is I should have and could have just censored myself while pointing this behavior out. But unfortunately, my position left me feeling.
So you knew it was bad. You knew it. You knew it was bad. You knew it was a horrible idea. Yet you did it anyway. Because what? Because you could? Because you felt empowered? Because you felt like, oh, this is my opportunity to say it. And I have more clips of you saying more stuff. Way more clips. Again, 8 minutes and like 18 seconds of you just going the fuck off and just saying whatever.
Kind of nonchalant because it's not the words themselves, but the sentiment of them that's being expressed that's truly disgusting. And sure, while that is true on some level, explicitly quoting him was in bad form and just unnecessary. I would have still gotten my point across and done so without upsetting anybody had I taken that approach. And I feel this way now because of an important realization I only made after tons and tons of people were watching me, that I don't make content just for me. I do it for an audience. And I can't dictate what anyone watching may or may not find harmful or offensive. No more than with a review, I can dictate what music you do or don't like. So I would rather err on the side of caution and not hurt anyone by explicitly voicing language that doesn't exist in a vacuum, even if I am quoting it. And that's actually been my approach for a very long time now. I mean, this clip may be new to you, but it's actually almost 10 years old. If this was ever something I made a regular habit of doing, believe me, you'd be seeing more examples than this. All I can do is take ownership of having quoted these words in this way.
So here's the thing. He's saying you would see more examples. Fam, I got 4 minutes of examples. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. How do you have 4 minutes of saying the N-word? R. How? Who has 4 minutes of saying that? Who else has 4 minutes? You honestly, you'd make neo-Nazis and the KKK proud.
And obviously
you say the N-word more than...
I am, in fact. Sorry.
He says the N-word more than a Southern... You know what? I'm not going to say that. 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 Oh, God.
Now, there are going to be some people watching this video who will say, no, that's not enough. I know you're a racist. I saw a clip of you laughing at Trayvon Martin's death, which I guess this is the clip. Vegan invited me to an event about PETA's buying guys slash liberal whiteness and Trayvon Martin. Okay.
Dude, fuck Trayvon. I was thinking Trey Melvin. I had a big thing with Trey Melvin.
Which I will agree, that doesn't look good. But believe it or not, the way this clip has been presented is a lie, and it's been heavily edited too. First off, I gotta say, the Drunken Peasants podcast where I was appearing in that clip, is explicitly not a right-wing podcast. While, yeah, it's true the show has featured a pretty wild range of guests over the years and the humor tends to run a bit edgy, they also regularly make fun of right-wingers, alt-right psychopaths, and the president. And in this clip that you just saw, I'm reading a super chat that is on the screen that was sent in by a viewer of the show. And the reason I'm jumping into reading it is that partially it is a dig at me, because on the show it's not exactly a secret that I'm an openly liberal vegan. And from there, here is what actually happens. A vegan invited me to an event about PETA's buying guys / liberal whiteness and Trayvon Martin. Okay.
Dude, fuck Trayvon. Sorry, I was gonna. I was gonna say Trey Melvin, but it's no Trayvon Martin.
Man, you're so. You know what, Jeff? You're so right wing.
As you can see there, that is not the clip that is getting passed around. In this original clip, Jeff Holiday there on the podcast doesn't even finish his sentence. He apparently gets Trayvon Martin mixed up with someone.
No, what? No. Because Trey Melvin and Trayvon Martin, Trey Melvin, Trayvon Martin, Martin Melvin. Come on, what? And why F Trey Melvin? Like, what did Trey Melvin have to even do with any of this? What does Trey Melvin have to do? The extended version of it didn't make it any better. Like, no better at all. He doesn't sound sincere. No, he doesn't. He doesn't sound sincere at all. He just like, why y'all mad? Like, that's what he sounds like. Why are you mad? Oh, I don't know why you're mad. Oh, I couldn't believe you're mad. If he wanted to do this, he needed 2 separate vids because this is too defensive and pulls away from the point of the apology. Hey, fam. Exactly. And that's why I said he needed to do like how I'm live here, like just record straight like this, straight through, and just kind of get it off his chest and say, hey, I apologize, I'm sorry, all that other stuff. But his apology wasn't going to do nothing. It wasn't going to make any of this better. It wasn't going to make a single part or instance of this better. Not a single part. Like, that extended clip made it worse. Like, there was, and also, here's the thing. If they wanted to take a dig at you for being a liberal and all that, right? That's cool and fine and dandy. And guess what? And also, I'll tell you this. Liberals can also be racist. They're not immune from it. The Democratic Party is not immune from being racist. The Republican Party is not immune. The Green Party, the Liberal Party, nobody's immune from being racist. Nobody's immune from carrying bad ideologies on something. Nobody is. So they can make a dig at you for being vegan and all that other stuff, but including Trayvon Martin, especially considering you're saying this clip is about 10. Like, if he's saying this clip is 10 years old, let's because I forget the exact year. So you're saying 4 years after his death, right? When did dude get off? When did dude get off from killing him? When did dude get off? When did George Zimmerman trial end? Let me see. When did he Remember George Zimmerman. Okay, in 2013 was acquitted. So in 3 years, after George Zimmerman was acquitted, somebody's making a Trayvon Martin joke. And whether or not, and again, this is a young man who did nothing wrong that was killed for no reason at all, minding his own business on the phone with his girl. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. You can have the edges of humor possible. That joke don't need to be said, bro. That was a young man. That was a minor that died. You did, like, what are we doing?
entirely, and I even call him a moron because that is obviously something a fucking moron would communicate. So voila, that's actually what happened in that clip. With all that being said, I realized a long time ago that I really do need to be careful about who I talk to and what platform I appear on publicly, because in the eyes of the wrong person, any association or appearance can be read as a deep tie or an endorsement of an idea that I don't fucking agree with. Like, for example, if I did a stream with this guy tomorrow...
Fucking you, will you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not? Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you, now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah, you
suck a dick though.
Yeah.
People might understandably think that I endorse the idea of having sexual conversations with underage boys, and I don't.
Okay, let's talk about this. This is classic deflection. He put in here a grenade, lobbed at academics. Now, granted, Ak is wrong for that. I believe I've covered that on this channel. I believe I haven't. If I haven't, let me say it here. Academics is absolutely, positively wrong for talking with a child like that. Period. Dot. There's no reason to have a sexually charged conversation with a child. The only way you could have that type of a semi-sexual conversation with a child, with a teen, with a minor, is about like actually and deflecting onto a black man doesn't help his racism argument. Exactly, bro. Ooh, you cooking. That the only way you can do that is like if it's on some sexual education stuff like, hey man, you need to be more responsible. You need to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out here just getting girls pregnant willy-nilly. Not explicit sex acts, but more so talking to that child or that young man, that young woman, whoever it is, about sexual responsibility. That's a conversation that can be had with an adult and a minor. Is sexual responsibility. You cannot be having a sexually charged conversation with a child, with a minor. Cannot do it. Cannot. There's no reason to do that. You're talking to a minor about sucking dick. That's crazy. And I'll have to give Fantano this. He would be right here saying that it would be an endorsement of academics if he's on stream with him. It's technically an endorsement of him. You know, if he did like a collab stream or whatever, it's technically an endorsement. However, I'm going to say this. Fantano, you got your own can of worms, and we're here for you right now. He's already on Packwatch for that. We just waiting to see what's going to happen. He still has that. I think Ak still has the outstanding case with old girl on whether or not there was something there, or like as far as like him assaulting her or whatever, and then he has like other things and schemes that he's done. Cool, fine and dandy, that's fine. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here for you, Fantano. You. And you, sir, you're trash. That's racist. Like, to deflect on the academics, that's what it is.
Yeah.
People might understandably think that I endorse the idea of having sexual conversations with underage boys, and I don't. So while I know that nobody owes me their forgiveness and I can't control what everyone thinks about me, I'm going to continue to do my best to make sure that I'm not sending across the wrong idea, especially considering a lot of the music I review and endorse on a regular basis deals in some pretty heavy and serious topics. Topics that I would be completely in opposition to were I a bigoted weirdo. But as much as this is a principle of mine, I would also like to be spared the headache of just some freak trying to frame me disingenuously and make it seem like I'm okay with a child being killed by a racist vigilante, which is where the most truly aggravating thing about this whole situation comes up, because we currently live in a time where between ICE, between our current president who got in the position where he is after saying that Haitian immigrants are going to eat your pets, white supremacy is like really at a fucking peak right now. And because of that, it's vitally important that when things are being called out as legitimately racist, that those accusations actually mean something. But I guess instead what some people would rather do is water down the impact of that, deceptively edit clips to make it look like I like it when children are killed. All right, I don't think I have anything else to say here. If there's something I've missed, I will try to circle back. That is, if we are talking about a case of something I've actually said or done or felt. I appreciate you watching, even if from here you don't see it in your heart to forgive me. Okay, boom, forever.
Now, again, if I could play the clips, because I'd have to edit them. Like, again, he has numerous clips of him saying those words. And I will give him this credit. All those clips are very tightly edited, but still, like 30 clips of you saying the N-word, 30 clips of you saying Haggett, you know what I'm saying? You saying the F-word, like that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I ain't never seen a case so quiet. Act got good lawyers. Nothing leaks from that lawsuit. You're right. You're absolutely right. His lawyer is going crazy. But that shows you just like Act got long money, bro. Act got long money. He can pay the right lawyer to actually make some stuff do what he has to do. But at the same time, I want to stay here with Fantano here because he did talk about a point of calling out truly racist stuff versus calling out milder racist stuff. And again, I will say this, right? He has a slight point there because we can't stretch ourselves too thin. And I think that's something where the NAACP got a lot of flack for because they didn't want to defend every person's case, right? And because they didn't want to defend every person's case or treat everybody like, oh, we need to defend this person, we need to jump through hoops and make sure like this person's good and blah, blah, blah. They wanted to defend the right case and the right issue so then they could make progress. It was tactical decisions. And I feel like because we have a lack of leadership in the community, we can't I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a second. Because we have a lack of leadership in the community, we're kind of just firing off in different pockets. And I'll also say this. I do recognize and I will admit most of this is coming out of one community, which is the OVO community. They're going at his neck. Like it's mostly them. Mostly them. My Twitter is just filled with them going after him for that. Now, once they post the stuff, then in the comments, it's a mixed bag of different people, but it's mostly them propagating the information and throwing out these different videos and these different clips and all that other stuff to get them packed up. And I don't like that. I don't like seeing people get packed up like that. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's healthy. But at the same time, like, bro, you did this to yourself. You did it to yourself. You didn't have to do any of the stuff you did. You didn't have to say any of the stuff that you said. Yeah, man, it's just tough. It's tough. You did the wrong things. You did the wrong things at the wrong time. And, there's consequences. There's consequences for everything. Like, and that's all I can say is there's consequences for everything. Everything. There's no decision as a man that you can make that will allow you to not be held accountable. There's no decision as a man that you can make that will allow you to not be held accountable. As a man, it's coming for you. Look at Shannon Sharp, okay? Like the homie King Cash is saying, like, he had to pay $23 million. Like, yeah, that's crazy. And he still lost his job with ESPN. And now he's facing another lawsuit. It's absurd. That video's on my channel. Subscribe, like, leave a like if you're here in the live. Like it, please. But at the same time, like, you're right. Yes, OVO been waiting for anything to step on him after the years of disrespect. Yes, they have been. They absolutely been. He's so critical of different communities. And as the asmongold clip was saying, and beforehand, and so many people that it's going to come back to you. It always does. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful and very mindful because it's always going to, the shoe's always going to flip and be on the other foot. It's always going to happen that way. I mean, look at Joey Swole. I just did a video about him. He's been doing all this gym culture stuff, criticizing everything that people do in the gym that's wrong, that's flagrant, that's foul, all of that stuff. And then guess what happens to him? He does the Hulk Hogan video in the gym thinking, everything's good. Post, 24 hours later, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know that he was a racist and said F black people or whatever he said. I don't want you dating some black boy or whatever because his daughter was dating a black dude. Like, and it was just crazy, bro. It was crazy that, he carried those racial ideologies. Meanwhile, he had tons of fans that were black, Hispanic, Asian, white. Like, he had tons of fans across the spectrum. And then he just alienated himself from them. But you know what's crazy though? When you're up that high, when you get that high as a celebrity, and and you're a fan of somebody that's that high as a celebrity, you may live long enough to see them become a villain. Side note, I don't like selective outrage. You're telling me people had all this ammo in the tuck and waited to pull the trigger? I feel like somebody probably has been shooting for the longest. They've been shooting at them for the longest. And it just, the right people didn't see it. The right people didn't catch it. Like, I didn't know. For instance, I didn't know all of this stuff about him. I didn't see all those clips. I didn't see all those videos. It looks really bad. He doesn't even address most of the stuff. Because if I pull it up on my phone, I can pull it up on my phone. I can't play it out loud because it's just, there's just numerous clips. Yeah, it's just crazy, bro. Like I just watched a minute and he said a bad word, literally like a word that would get you demonetized. I say about 6 seconds, there's another word that you're like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? And why do you have that many clips? It's totally different videos. He's not even addressed any of the other stuff. He only addressed the 2 big ones. He didn't address everything. You have to address that other stuff, bro. And I'll agree with you, bro. Selective outrage is bad. It is bad. It is. It is very bad to choose when and when not you want to be upset with somebody. But again, like I was saying, he made himself vulnerable by criticizing. Like, he had safety in the fact that people were fooling with him because he hadn't criticized Kendrick yet. So everybody was on his side. Once he criticized Kendrick that one time, it allowed that little bit of hate to seep in for all sides involved. So now everybody hate dude. Everybody does. Everybody got a little bit of smoke for him. And now you're vulnerable. And now you're going to get packed. You're going to get packed. He's counting on people to forget about this because, let's be honest, the reaction space is very forgiving. That's true. However, I don't think it's going to happen this time because now it's expanded outside of that space. Because here's the thing. If he ends up getting an Internet Archive video and Internet Archive goes in on him, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. If he gets an Internet Archive video, he's done. Because the only person I've seen survive getting an Internet Archive video is Mr. Beast. And that's because Mr. Beast is just too big. And most of the allegations that were against him were kind of little, they were flaky. The allegations were flaky. They were on shaky ground. Mr. Beast is too nice and consistently nice. It just wasn't going to stick. But when you talk about Anthony Fantano here, he's not good. He's not a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's consistently done bad things in his past. And maybe a couple things here and there to upset people along the road. And that flame builds over time. It builds over time. But anyway, what's up? Look up his monthly YouTube numbers. What would falling a lot off look like for him? Okay, cool. Yeah. I just got here listening to the background. Okay, bet. Slide. Okay. All right. So look, I'm gonna pull up his YouTube numbers. We're gonna look at his channel, Needle Drop, and we're gonna see what falling off would look like for him. Let me do this. Needle. No. I gotta be on YouTube first. I might want to start with being on YouTube if I want to look up his YouTube channel. Might want to start there. Needle Drop. Let's see. Needle Drop. Okay. Yeah, because he ain't dropped this video on his channel. Like if you notice that he ain't dropping on his main channel. I wonder if he dropped it on one of his other channels. I wonder. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Nope, he didn't drop it. He didn't drop it on his other channel either. Okay. Oh wait, y'all can't see it. Y'all can't. Did he say the N word? Yeah, he did. He did say the N word. He did. He really said it. I'm not gonna play it because obviously I want to stay monetized. I'm not gonna play it. So falling off for him, it just depends on which channel people. Yeah, dude, I can. So look. Kiki, are you in my Discord, bro? Cause I'm gonna drop the video in my Discord in the general chat. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I have 8 minutes of him just being flagrant, like super foul. It's just dropped in the chat. It just dropped it. Well, it's loading. It's loading into the chat. Yeah, it's loading into the chat. So give it a second because it's 8 minutes long. But once it uploads to the chat, bro. It's flagrant. Like, bro, I'm like, I'm surprised you never got packed sooner. But yeah, so if he was falling off, what would have to happen is like this number right here, he's getting like 2K or whatever. For the most part, he's getting like 3K. Let's look at all his videos. All right. So we're like videos. All of them. So if he was falling off completely, he'd barely be able to get 100K. Period. Dot. He'd only get 100K. So and his subscriber number, he would have to be losing like 10K subs like all the time. He would always have to be losing subs. Now if I go back again, this should take me to the Needle Drop. The Needle Drop would have to, if he's truly falling off and there's no hope for him, he would have to drop below 3 million subscribers. If he doesn't drop below 3 million subscribers, or if he keeps 3 million, but this number changes down to like 3.01 and his average views drop, like his normal viewership drops down, then yeah, he's done. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, it says I have to get Nas to be able to drop the video in there. Hold on. I gotta split the video into pieces. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me split the video. Let me see. All right. And then if I okay. All right, cool. So I'm finna try and drop him again in the chat, bro. But yeah, that's what would have to happen to answer your question, King. Like for him to fall off, I remember sharing an AI video of Fantano saying the N-word like a year ago. No. It's these weren't AI. Like that's the craziest part. He owned up to it. It's not AI. Okay, so I'm dropping both of them in the chat now. Seems like they're gonna send this time. And if not, I probably shouldn't have sent them both at the same time. Discord's gonna let me know if I messed up or not. Like it's just crazy. I don't want to have to buy any Nas right now to drop it in Discord. But yeah, man, I don't like he only dropped. Here's the craziest part. He only dropped this apology on Twitter. It's not on his other channel. Like when you come here, you click this for his channel. Let's see. Good grief. Great. Yeah. It won't drop it in there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a different way to share it with you. But like I'm genuinely like impressed, like on how he's managed to survive this long without being packed. Like he survived a really, really long time without anything happening to him at all. Like he just was around. Nobody packed him up. And all those clips, like I'm just fascinated. Like how does that happen? And nobody said a word. Nobody's done anything. You know what? Hold on. He just did this video, right? Yeah, he trying to let this die down. Nah, not this time. Right, facts. Hold on. I'm gonna click on this video.
Imagine being able to...
I want to see what the top comments are. Come on, man. It's called Jaguar for a reason. Come on. Let me see. Newest first. They just dropped an 8-minute compilation of you. I didn't even know those clips of you are seriously cooked. See, that 8-minute compilation, I've told y'all, bro. Fantano saying it was a long time ago. Things were different back then. And saying you are coding it as if it's okay to say the N-word if you are singing along. What the 10-year-old, it was 10 years old. I love how you didn't put the clip of you simulating a rope in your neck. So classy. You are done. See, like, why are you so racist? Racist. Like, okay, Anthony Fantano did racism. Okay. So people, yeah, you got to respond to the accusations, bro. Okay, so people are in his comments. All right. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Let's go back to his other page, the needle drop, because now this review.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, now this is a review of a music project. Let's go to newest first. Let's see. You cooked with this. No one cares. Review New Yeet. When are you gonna review Papa Roach? Smoking on that Fantano pack. People, this man can 100% absolutely use the N-word and repeat everything else. He can take account, but not this. Anthony, please do not apologize for using. What? 10-12, say that again. What?
This album where he feels more or less like insecure or afraid of where his life is headed, or just kind of, not knowing where things are leading. And there just being so much anxiety around that. Another major highlight on this record is this.
Hold on.
Just most definitely a change of pace from a lot of the moments within concept, especially considering how stark.
Okay, nothing. Nothing crazy happened in there. N-word, Okay, so yeah, bro, closeted racist. Oh yeah, and these comments are getting a lot of likes. Yeah, he might not. I don't know. Like, there's not that many because he has a huge following, but I don't know if people care though. That's the thing. That's his saving grace. I don't know. See, the MAGA type of supporters, there are always a couple who are not going to care. Facts. So I don't know. I don't know if he's truly going to be packed because I don't know what his true demographic and audience is. His demographics and audience could be the right solid group of people to where he just keeps going. His career survives. But I want to say I find it to be outlandish that he's been able to make it this far. Because if it was me, I'd be cooked. Like, I'd be cooked. I'd be done. I'd be pre-canceled. I ain't even made it yet. I'd be canceled though. I'd be pre-canceled. I don't even know how that happens. I'd have to just go ahead and delete my channel. If I said any of the stuff he said, I'm gonna have to get up I'm gonna get up off the internet. I gotta figure out a way to send this to you, Kiki. I really gotta figure this out. Because the video, they're saying the file size is too large. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go to, what's the name of your account? Oh, the name on here is Kiki. Okay, let me see if I can just send it to you regular. Maybe. Nope, it doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm gonna chop this video in half. I'm gonna chop these 2 clips in half one more time. I'm gonna chop them in half one more time. Now, does Billboard only count US streams or what? Billboard US, yes. It's only US streams. It's only US streams, not international streams. Only US streams. I'm finna cut this video in half again. All right, so this is here goes B more. As you can see, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Bro said, oh, bro pissed. Let me see. If I move this back this way, and then done. Save as new clip. Okay, cool. Boom. So I got that saved. All right, now I just gotta chop this one in half, and then I should be able to. You should be able to see this now. Hold on. Okay, there's that. All right, and then if I go edit again, then I bring this back to here. Yeah, that should be everything. Save as a duplicate. All right, I'm gonna try this again. in the Discord chat, and we're gonna see what happens. So this one. See? Oh fuck! You know what? Hold on. Fuck. Let me just try sending one. Let's see what happens. I only sent one. To the chat. See how it goes. Because I do want y'all to be able to see this stuff, but at the same time, okay, it looks like it's posting. Yeah, we're good. We're locked in. It looks like it's gonna post. So it's just uploading. It's gonna take a little minute. But yeah, bro, like this stuff is crazy, man. Fantano said, nope. Damn, it's not gonna go. It's not gonna work. I'll make it available through different means. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Hold on, you know what? I think I bookmarked it. Because somebody else posted it on Whoa. Nope. Didn't let's see, what's his name? No. King Jared. There you go. Videos. Let's see. 8-minute. Yep. There we go. The 8-minute compilation. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. All right. So there you go. So y'all can watch that. It's in the chat. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm going to get up out of here. Stay blessed. I'm out. I'll be back. I'll be live again tomorrow with a different video.